Okay, so this is a video on how to upload hot potato quizzes. Again, we have to make sure that we're logged in up here, otherwise you won't have access to the teacher's resources. Click on my modern languages. Okay, now I'm going to upload something in Moodle videos, but I'll delete it afterwards, just to show you how to do it, and then I'll show you how you can use the quizzes in other areas. So this time we click on Add an Activity, and we go down to obviously hot potato quiz. And it's similar to the one that we had last time for uploading resources. This time we have various options. The name of your quiz might be the one that you've saved it as, possibly. You could use the file name as well, or you could put a specific text in. I quite often do specific text because I don't always think that the name that I give it is really useful for the students, but it could be. So I'm going to just put present tense practice, so I can upload some of those. Now, if you then you need to upload. You need to find the file that you need. So click on choose upload file. There we go. And it's not here, so I need to click on upload file and browse. Then I need to find out where it is in my area. So scroll down to my resources. Spanish resources, grammar. I have so much stuff. Okay, so I'm just going to choose a quiz. Práctica del pretérito. Upload this file, and there's my resource here. So I can click on my resource. I click choose, and there it is in there. So I can see that it's been uploaded. Add quiz chain. This might be that you've got one after another. I've never done that, so we don't necessarily need to put that in. I ignore all of these things at the top here. This might be useful if you want to test them in a particular time frame. So you'd open it on one date and close it on another. Again, untick the disable box so you can change the dates. I don't want that for this one. You might want them to have a password to get into it, so you'd put the password here so they can get into it. Allow review. That might be that they put in something and they click check. And when they click check, there's some that are wrong, so they have another go at it, and then they click check again, and it reviews it, changes their grade. So this would allow them to do that. So you click yes or no, depending on whether you want them to do that. Unlimited attempts, well, it might be that you want them to have as many attempts as they want. If it was a test, you might then want them to have 1 attempt or 2 attempts. I know some of the tests we've done for year 7 and 8 have been a bit difficult to see how the results have come up, and I wonder whether that's because we've put 1 attempt, and because some of them have gone in and come back out again, we haven't been able to reset it quick enough. Unlimited attempts might give us that possibility, but what we'll do with the grading later on is that maybe we'd put, instead of their first attempt, we might make their last attempt, or we could do their average grade. So this would give you a percentage based on whatever you want to get it out at the end of it. So average grade be they do it 5 times, and what's their best grade out of all of them. Highest grade obviously is the one where they've looked at it various times and the best one they get. First attempt if it was a test, the only time they go in, or last attempt if they get various times to go into there, you could put that. I tend to now put average grade so that I can see what their best grade is if they've been doing it over a period of time. Groups here, when I show you how to, if you have a look at the groups video, you might want it so that it separates the groups so that you can see maybe your 8P group and then your 9P group, how well they've done. Or if you've got 2 year 8s, 8P and 8C. And again here you've got your visible or none, depending on whether you want it accessible for the students. Another password here if you wanted it for them to get into it. And then once you've done that, you click Save to Course. And then you can see there's my hot potatoes quiz with a little potato on it. Okay, so that's uploading it. What can we do with it? To get the results, you click on grades on the side here. Obviously nobody's done this particular topic, this particular test, but they'd have their name here and then their mark for their test there. I'll just show you some that I've done. Go into my grammar section. Okay, and then I click on grades, and you can see that it brings up all of the grades for all of the hot potatoes quizzes I've had. Now if you just want to show the one particular group, when you set up groups, if you look at the video for setting up groups, here at the top here, you click on the group that you want. So I want to see just what my year 10 have been doing this year. So it just shows me my year 10. It won't show me all of the students that have ever been into the grammar section, so I can see how well they've done with the various things here. Okay. It also gives me an average of the whole of the course that they've been doing. So any of the tests gives me an average over all of the tests they've done. But I can see if they've been doing any extra practice, that you can see what else they've been doing to help themselves. And this is really good if we're doing the flip learning as well, because you can see whether they've been in there, how well they're doing, and what you need to do to remediate. Okay. Might also be useful. Group average, how well they're doing as a group. That could be possible. That could be useful. So that's how you'd see the grades for the particular activity that they're doing. If you want to go into more detail, you might click on a particular test. I'm going to click on this one, perfect test. And I'm going to just click my group. So I'm going to generate report. Right, so I can see each of the students and when they've done it, what time they've done it, what date they did it on, how long they spent on it. And then if I click on the attempt itself, so for Ayokumi, for example, she said one attempt. If I click on this, it will give me what she got for each particular question, so I can see how she's getting on with each one and which one she's got wrong. That gives me a little bit more information. If she's done particularly badly, for example, you might go in and think, oh yes, well she's always getting, in this case, the past participle wrong. But it might be they're always getting the ER ending wrong, okay, for example. Okay, so that might give me some information on that one. Let's go back to my hot potatoes quizzes. Let's have a look at my adjectives one there. Oops, sorry. Okay, let's go back to Spanish grammar. Sorry. And then grades. Okay, so I've got my tests again, and I can have a look at each one individually again. So you might want to download these results onto a spreadsheet. So I've got my group here, so I don't download every single one. Up here, to get it onto a spreadsheet, I click on Choose Action, and then Export to an Excel spreadsheet. Now, you might want to download every single thing that everybody's been doing, and there's hundreds of tests, as you can see. Or you might just want to download one of them in particular. So you go to the bottom and select all or none, and then all the ticks disappear. You see, all the ticks disappear when I click on this. Alright, and all I want to have a look at is what they got for their perfect tense, for example. I can find it. Down here. So now I can't find it. Here we are, perfect tense. So I'll just click that one. So that's the only results I want to have a look at. Okay, and also I'll make your spreadsheet a bit smaller. And then when you finish, you click submit. Okay, it gives you a little bit of an example of what it will look like, and then you just click download. Open it up, and that'll open it up into your Excel. And there we have it. You've got, you can hide all these other columns here, but you have got the results for each student in percentage format. Okay, and then the students. Now they're not in alphabetical order, so you might want to select them and put them into alphabetical order. But at least you've got all the results there. Okay. don't want to save that one. Right, so that's how you upload Hot Potatoes activities, how you look at the results. If you have a look at one of the other videos, it shows you how to reset the results. But I think that's all you need for the moment. Okay.